Playing in the desert, Budda Baker doesn't get nearly the amount of recognition that he deserves. A 7-time Pro Bowler, an All-Pro, and among the league leaders in tackles year in and year out. You can't think of the Arizona Cardinals without talking about Budda Baker, an undersized player who wears it all on his sleeve and carries a massive chip on his shoulder. After decades of the Redbirds being led by Larry Fitzgerald, this generation is captained by number 3. But the story of Budda Baker's resilience goes far further than just being an underdog on the football field. In this video, I'm going to share his journey. If you enjoy, please subscribe to the channel. Budda Baker, aka Budda, grew up in Bellevue, Washington, just across the lake from Seattle. He attended Bellevue High School, where he played both running back and safety, and was teammates with former Jacksonville Jaguars star linebacker Myles Jack, who would say this about Budda Baker in a 2012 Seattle Times article. Beyond the football field, where he would be a part of 3 consecutive undefeated teams, Baker was also a track star in high school, holding many of his school's records in that program. Following being named the Associated Press and Seattle Times State Player of the Year for 2013 and the 2013-2014 Seattle Times Male Athlete of the Year, he would be given a 4-star rating as a recruit by 24/7 Sports, receiving offers from USC, Washington, Texas A&M, and Oregon, where he would originally commit to play before flipping his commitment the day before signing, choosing to stay home and play college ball for the University of Washington Huskies. His list of accomplishments in college is unbelievable. Take a pause just to read them all. In 2014, as a true freshman, Budda recorded 80 total tackles, a sack, and an interception. After another great year as a sophomore, 2016 was Budda's breakout. 71 total tackles, 10 of which were for loss, 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, on his way to an All-American nod. In his NFL.com scouting report, the overview starts with as perfect of a description for Budda Baker as you will ever hear. An undersized free safety with the heart of a linebacker. One of the only things against Budda heading into the draft was the strength of the class for defensive backs. Jamal Adams, Marshawn Lattimore, Malik Hooker, Marlon Humphrey, Adoree Jackson, Jabril Peppers, and Tre'Davious White were all selected in the first round, which left the Washington product on the board at the beginning of round 2. However, he only needed to wait 4 picks until 36th overall to hear his name called, as he would land with the Arizona Cardinals. As a 21-year-old, Budda Baker was looking to join a secondary that included Tyrann Mathieu and Patrick Peterson. Yet, among defensive backs in that rookie season, Baker would finish second on the team in tackles with 74, along with 2 forced fumbles and a sack, earning Budda Baker not only a Pro Bowl nod, but a first-team All-Pro selection as a rookie, all while making only 7 starts on the season. However, this is where the story of Budda Baker takes a turn. Prior to his second season in the NFL, tragedy struck when his older brother Robert was shot and killed in Seattle. The loss of his brother led to anger, but also would create a new tradition for Budda, as he shared in an article written by Darren Urban of the Arizona Cardinals. Every year since his brother's passing, on the Cardinals' annual visit to Seattle, Budda goes to visit his brother's gravesite. As year 2 began, Budda Baker declared that he'd be playing for his brother, choosing to take out the frustration of the shooting on the football field, saying, quote, "It's a vengeance type of motivation. That's what goes through my head. Take my anger out on the football field." And in that season, Budda Baker would appear in 14 games, finishing second on the team with 102 tackles, while stepping into the role once occupied by the Honey Badger, and filling that void very well. Despite this, Baker didn't make the Pro Bowl. However, the 2018 season still remains the only of his career where it didn't end with those honors. As the Cardinals improved in 2019 under their first season in the Cliff Kingsbury era, Budda Baker's responsibility grew larger. A league-leading 104 solo tackles, 147 total, 6 pass breakups, 1 forced fumble, and he would start in all 16 games. Along with making the Pro Bowl, this earned Baker his first spot on the NFL's top 100 players list, ranked at 97. A strong first 3 seasons led to a record-breaking contract extension, as on August 25th of 2020, Budda Baker became the highest paid safety in league history, inking a 4-year, $59 million deal to remain an Arizona Cardinal. And in the season coming off his contract extension, Baker set career highs, also winning NFC Player of the Month in October with 31 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 picks, and a forced fumble in 1 month. His final line on the season would include those 2 sacks and 2 interceptions, along with 118 total tackles, 6 pass breakups, and 1 forced fumble in 15 games. A first-team All-Pro nod along with yet another Pro Bowl appearance in a season that Budda Baker truly established himself. That top 100 players list that ranked him 97th a year prior saw him jump all the way to 19th in the NFL as voted on by his peers, with rival George Kittle saying that Budda Baker was one of his personal favorite players, describing him as an old-school player, the way he throws his body around, saying, quote, "He doesn't use the excuse that he might be the shortest guy on the field. He's going to be the most physical, and he's going to be the fastest." This isn't the only year-end rankings that have landed Budda Baker a nice compliment from a division rival, as the following season, Cooper Kupp admitted that the Rams have an extra focus when playing number 3, saying, quote, "We've got the Budda rule here. Someone block Budda." It was in that season where clearly not enough teams followed the Rams' advice. 98 tackles, 2 sacks, and 3 picks, along with a Pro Bowl and a second-team All-Pro selection. 2022 was more of the same for Budda, also landing in the Pro Bowl, but 2023 might have been where he accomplished his most impressive honors, making the Pro Bowl as a first-team selection in a season where he battled injuries, appearing in just 12 games. He did finish second on the team in tackles despite that, only to Kaiser White's 90, as Budda finished with 87. And in this past season, Budda Baker had 164 tackles, which was second in the entire NFL, only behind Zaire Franklin of the Indianapolis Colts. 95 of Budda's were solo, and 10 of them were behind the line of scrimmage. The stats led to yet another Pro Bowl, but Cardinals fans were more excited for what happened in December, as the ongoing saga regarding the future of number 3 was finally put to rest, as Baker bought into Monty Ossenfort and Jonathan Gannon's new culture, and ultimately decided to stay in Arizona to the tune of a 3-year extension worth $54 million. The heart and soul of the Arizona Cardinals is here to stay. Throughout an 8-year career, Budda Baker has over 900 tackles, 39 pass breakups, 7 interceptions, 7 forced fumbles, along with 7 Pro Bowls and 2 first-team All-Pros. Unless you're a Cardinals fan, you likely don't understand the sheer dominance of Budda Baker. And I can honestly say that the stats don't do it justice. He's one of the funnest players to watch in the entire NFL, and he is the league's best safety. As a fan, I can't wait to have him in the red and white for another 3 years, and hopefully far beyond that, as Budda Baker deserves to retire an Arizona Cardinal. Watching him become a superstar and also the team's most vocal leader has been a treat, and hopefully, with Budda Baker's leadership, the Arizona Cardinals will be heading to the playoffs in 2025, following number 3 every step of the way. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, so let's make this the video that pushes it over that milestone. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.